Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I thought I'd do a slightly more of a chatty video, my current favourite beauty items. I haven't done something like this in a long time, and I just thought it'd be fun to sit down, tell you what I've been loving at the current moment. I don't really do monthly favourites. I used to right at the beginning when I first started a couple of monthly favourites and then just kind of went out the window. So I just thought every so often I will sit down, show you my favourite things I've been liking at the moment. Yeah, so I split it into categories just to make things easier. I've got all my items down here, not that you can actually see them at the moment, but yeah, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. I don't have a favourite current primer because I have actually been quite lazy with my primers and not really been using them. I've just been going straight to the foundation. I'll moisturise and then I'll go with foundation, but I don't know. No primer's been calling to me at the moment. I just haven't really been bothering, so I'm going to go straight to foundation, and my current favourite is definitely the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. I got this for my birthday a couple months ago and I've really been liking it. It's definitely the most full coverage foundation I own, and I've been having some really bad skin days, so this has been really working out for me. I do add sometimes a couple of drops of oil to make it less full coverage for the certain areas, but then the areas where I need it I'll go in with this normally. But it's just a really nice blendable foundation. It doesn't, although like I said it's full coverage, it doesn't look heavy on the skin. It still looks relatively natural, which I like, and yeah, I just think it's a really great full coverage foundation. And like I said, you can add drops of oil just to lighten the coverage slightly. For concealer, I have to say it's got to be the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. This is a super great drugstore affordable concealer. I have mine in the shade Fair. It's quite a creamy texture, and it's also, I think, quite thick as well, creamy but thick, and it's really nice for under the eyes to cover any dark circles and any blemishes. Again, blends out really nicely as it's a creamy product and very affordable, so it's a great concealer to go for. Now for powders, whenever I use powder I don't really tend to set the entire face, as I still like my skin to be relatively glowy, but certainly for when I want to set my concealers I've been going for the Gosh Mineral Powder. I have mine in the shade 002, which I believe is the lightest one you can get. And it's really nice. It does have some colour to it, so it's not like a translucent powder, but I don't mind that. It's not too much colour in the powder. I just dust a little bit over the areas I've put my concealer to set them, and I'm just kind of good to go for the rest of the day. I think I'm going to stick with the face theme for now. For contouring, I have to say it's kind of a new product that I've been using but I absolutely love, and it's the Makeup Revolution Ultra Hit Pro HD, the cream contour, and you can get a powder, but I got the cream contour. I did do a video on this, I don't know how many videos ago it was, but I will link it down below of my first impressions, and I just really love it. I have mine in the shade Light Medium. I do believe there's a light one and obviously a darker one as well, but it comes with 8 shades, all creams, and they're just the most creamiest blendable contour kit that I've used so far. I've used this sleek one obviously, but I find I do like that one, but it can be too blendable, if that makes sense. So like, the contour colours sort of disappear once you put it on, which kind of, for a day look that's fine, but for when you go a bit more glamorous but more evening, not quite the same. I tend to use this shade here. This one is nice, but I find once you start blending in it's slightly more of a warm toned contour, which is nice, but I like this one as it's slightly more, once you blend it in, slightly more cooler toned and less harsh on my skin tone as well. I also really love this colour here because I can be quite, well I am, I've got a little bit of tinted body lotion type thing going on, but when I am my usual fair self, that actually highlights under my eyes and like down the T-zone, which I find is very rare in a product for my skin tone, and especially as it's light to medium, so imagine what the light palette would do. I haven't really tested the yellow one out too much, and then I do use like this one, sometimes a mixture of these two just to sharpen under the contour here. It's really nice. And then sometimes if I don't fancy using a bronzer or I don't fancy any shimmer, I'll go in with this really warm tone here and kind of put it above where I put the contour to kind of act as my bronzer. But like I said, they're really nice really creamy, blendable, pigmented, again very affordable, and it doesn't look, it makes your face look very flawless. So you can obviously see that you've got makeup on, but it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look particularly unnatural. And yeah, I just find with cream products in particular, if you go wrong, it's easier to fix if you compare it in comparison to powder products. I just find in general they look a bit more natural on the skin as well. And then when I do want to use a bronzer and use a bit of shimmer, I've been really jumping to the Essence Mosaic Compact Powder in the shade Sun Kissed. It's a very light bronzer, so perfect for fair skin tones. It has a hint of shimmer to it. As you can see, it's on the middle finger. It is very fair, but just gives, when you want a very natural sun-kissed glow to the skin, it's perfect. Just dust it all over, kind of like a 3 shape, and it just really is a very beautiful bronzer for an everyday glow. For blushes, it's a slightly more expensive blusher, and it's slightly more unusual as well. It's from the brand Lipstick Queen, and it's called their Frog Prince Cream Blush. So it looks like this. So yes, it's green in the pan, but no, it does not come off green. I think I have used this in a video. It comes off pink. But the idea of this is that it's meant to react with the pH of your skin, so create your natural flush to the cheeks. I believe they have a lipstick as well, so create your natural tint pink to the lips. And I just really like it. It's cream, so again it's very natural for an everyday use, and as it does meant to create your natural blush, I do use it on a more everyday basis as well. Really blendable, a really easy cream product to use. Again, like I said, it's slightly more, I can't remember off the top of my head the price, it is slightly more expensive, but when I saw it I just thought it was so cool, and yeah, like I said, I really like it to create the natural flush to my cheeks, so that's a very beautiful blusher. Now for highlighter, it took everything in me not to bring the Sleek Solstice palette, because I love that palette. If I were to do the Ride or Die tag that Jaclyn Hill did, that would 100% be my highlighter. But I wanted to pick something different today, and it is one that I go to a lot more on a probably everyday natural basis, because it's a bit less pigmented. And it's the Lily Lolo Stardust Mineral Shimmer. No, Mineral Shimmer in the shade Stardust. It's kind of a gold champagne colour. So again, it's in mineral form. You don't need very much of it, and it just creates a really pretty natural, I don't know if you can see that, shimmer to cheeks. Well, I've got it on today actually. So it's not particularly, there's a little bit of glitter in it, but nothing crazy, because I know I'm not a huge fan when it has glitter, and I like more of a sheen. But it does create a really pretty natural glow to the skin, I think. A really just pretty product. I know a lot of you like Lily Lolo, as they seem to be my most popular videos, my Lily Lolo videos. So yeah, I've been really loving that, and I need to get the full size. This is still the sample size, and I've had it for 3 months, maybe a bit longer, and I'm still going. So you get a lot of product in the sample size, so the full size will last you a long time. So really been loving that. Okay, moving on to the eyes. For brows, I've been loving the Gosh eyebrow pencil. It's what I've used today. Mine is in the shade grey brown, and I just think for when you want to create a kind of very natural everyday brow, I go for this. It's very quick to use. It's quite a creamy pencil texture, so this makes it a lot easier to be a bit more blendable. I really like the spoolie, that it comes with a spoolie, so you can brush through your brows as well, and I find I can just do my brows in like 5 minutes using this, and I'm good to go. In terms of single eyeshadows, I have to say I've been using the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Bill. It's a very neutral, cool toned brown, and I've been really loving this one. I just want to put something in the crease. If I don't want to wear anything else on my eyes, I'll just go in with a brush, pop it into the crease, a little bit on the lid on the outer section, and I'm kind of good to go. But mascara, I'm out the door. It's a really nice natural shade, like I said, perfect for transition. It is cool toned, which again I love, and they are really, Colourpop Super Shock, it's really hard to tell if they're powder or cream, but they're a really creamy consistency. So it's that shade just there. I find them really blendable as well. This is a matte one as well, so again, everyday perfect shadow. In terms of palettes, I have to say, it's probably no surprise, it'll be the Makeup Revolution Fortune Favours the Brave palette, which was a collaboration with British beauty blogger. I've done a couple of videos using this, again seems to be very popular. I just think, as you can see, it's got a real range of shades in there. Neutral shades, some slightly more dark shades, shimmery shades, matte shades. You can really go to town with the amount of eye looks you can create with it. Again, it's probably one of them more expensive palettes out of the collection, out from the Makeup Revolution collection, but again, in terms of, in the general sense, it's a very affordable palette. And you get a great selection of shades. You get, how many shades are there? I want to say it's 32. I lied. You get 30 shades in here, but still, that is pretty reasonable, and it's a great palette, and I love it a lot. They're very pigmented. I'll just swatch a couple for you. They've got some really interesting shades, like this shade here, if you can see it. It's got like bits of everything. It's like kind of black, purple, so there's that middle finger one there. Also like this shimmery one down here, super pretty, and then the matte shades as well work lovely. And then, well, I'll just swatch one more. Let's go, I love this colour here, this purple. So again, very pigmented, they're very blendable, as you see. I'll link some of the videos I've used this down below. But yeah, absolutely love this palette. Now I've started getting back into winged liner again. I kind of used to really wear it, and then I kind of stopped using it because I think it's really nice to do eyeshadow looks with just some lashes or some false lashes. It's really pretty. But I have discovered a new gel liner that I've been really loving. It's the Sleek Ink Pot in Dominatrix, which is it's just a black gel liner. This is, in comparison to some other gel liners I've used in the past, very, very creamy. So it's slightly easier to go wrong with, I think. You have to kind of, as you can see, I've kind of wiped off some of the product off the brush when I have used it, because it is very creamy. You can pick up a lot of product really easily. But I find it glides on the eyes. I've got it on today, sorry. That's the wing liner I've used, the eyeliner I've used to create my wing today. But it's just it just glides on really well, really smoothly. You could almost use it as like a cream base, I think, and it'd be really nice. But I just really like it. I can just create the perfect wing liner. I think today is one of the best wing liners I've done in a while, because I always have the habit of never getting them to match. But I really like it today, so really love this product. In terms of mascara, I think it's pretty obvious. It's going to be the Kiko Sculpting Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara. It comes in quite an interesting shaped wand like this. It's just a great mascara, lengthens volumizes your lashes. It is slightly easy to go clumpy with this if you build it up too much, but I absolutely love this mascara. It's definitely my go-to favourite mascara. Onto lips, I actually have 3 lip products. They're all slightly different. So the first one is actually a lip tint. It's actually a cheek and lip tint, but I like it more for the lips. And it's from Emite Makeup, or Emite Makeup. So I don't know what the shade is. It doesn't say a shade name on here, but it's just kind of a pinky red colour. It comes off much lighter once you put it on the lips. So you just pop a little bit on like that, and then blend it in. It's a really nice tint of pink to the lips, perfect for an everyday use, and I have occasionally used it on the cheeks, but you have to, once you put it on, you have to really blend it in quickly. I just use my fingers, because otherwise that initial mark will stay there. But I really love this beautiful lip tint. The next one is a Colourpop lippy stick, and this is in the shade Booty. It's one of the Matte X formulas, and it's just a beautiful orange red type of lip colour, perfect for summer, although we haven't had much of a summer, let's be honest. But really creamy products, really glide on lovely. I don't necessarily always, sometimes I don't bother going with a lip liner because I don't necessarily need to with this. It doesn't bleed. It lasts a reasonable amount of time because although it's matte, it does transfer, because it's slightly more of a creamy matte. But I still think, even though when I'm drinking like tea or when I'm drinking or eating, it's still, after I finish, you can see some of it's transferred, but it's still there. It almost stains the lip a little bit, which I really like. And yeah, really inexpensive. Colourpop now ship to the UK, although shipping is a bit of a bugger, as I've recently discovered, because I have placed an order. This I got off House of Beauty, which is kind of like a UK online shop for brands that are from America that you can get here, but obviously there's limited availability of what products you can get off it. But now Colourpop ship internationally, so that's perfect. So yeah, really loving that. It's a beautiful summer bright shade. And the final makeup product and lip product is the Sleek Matte Me Ultra Smooth Lip Cream in the shade Shabby Chic. It's one of my new additions to my lip creams, and it's one of the newer collection, I believe. And it's a really, I have used this in a video. It's a really pretty kind of pink mauve colour. Dries matte quite quickly, not too much transfer, and again it lasts a reasonable amount of time, I find, as well. I'm going to wear it for a good 5 hours, I'd say, before I need to top up or remove it, kind of thing. So again, I love these. I've got it in other shades as well, as I think I did a Sleek collection / full face makeup video a while ago, which I'll link again down below. And I used this, and I've got some other ones that feature in that one, but I really absolutely love this. So that completes my current favourite beauty items. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what yours are down below if you have any. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Oh my God. Look at my hands. This is where I'm going to get all on my clothes. So I'm going to... I have got it on my clothes.